Today is the day we head back home. Bonnie and I have been in town for nearly 3 months, as we imagined we would be. But we're taking something else home with us. We are excited to head back home. We have been so blessed and so thankful to have this house, the Campbell House. You can find that online. It's a VRBO. This has been our home for the last 3 months. Goodbye, house. All right, let's take off. Okay, this is Emma's first snowmobile ride. Mama's gonna take her out. I guess Howie is going too.
Some snow blew in our face when we went under the tree.
How did she like her first ride?
She seems fine. She was kind of dozing a little bit. Her little nose is getting cold. We stopped moving. She didn't like it.
We're pretty settled in. Today's the second full day that we've been home, and projects have been mounting up for me, so it's time to get busy. I already got one of our snow machines out from where we had it stored for the summer, and I need to replace 2 suspension springs on it. This morning, first thing, I started a fire in our shop. Then I went and dug out the snow machine, which was buried. I've had it in the shop for 2-3 hours now. I already have torn into it. I wanted to show you the progress that I'm making. All right, so this section that I've taken out, I had to take out because I needed to take these springs off. You can see that this one is busted right here. It has a long stinger on that spring that is busted off. And we have purchased 2 new/used ones. They're perfectly good, so I'm going to replace both sides. I've gotten the spring off of this side. I need to get the spring off of this side, and I will put the new ones on and insert this whole suspension section under the track and bolt it back together. All right, I have got that section installed, and it's just putting some bolts in, putting these bogey wheels back on right here, attaching that up to the frame, and we should be back in business. So Bonnie and I have been home for 4 days now. Today is day 4, and yesterday, the flight service that brought Bonnie and Emma home, I rode the snow machine up. I dropped Bonnie and Emma at the flight service in Talkeetna, and then I cruised over to where we had a snow machine parked, and I cruised up like that. There wasn't room on the plane. It was chock full of supplies and groceries and baby clothes and diapers, and then Bonnie and Emma were the passengers. So yesterday, that same flight service flew over. He flew right by the lodge, pretty close, a couple of times. The first time I just like looked out the window, waved to him. The second time I stepped out on the porch, and then I was thinking maybe he had to land. The weather wasn't great. It was snowy, and the visibility was low. So I thought maybe he was going to do an emergency landing on the lake. Well, he didn't need to. He flew over a third time. At that point, I had put on a coat and a hat, and I went outside to see if he was trying to signal for something or whatever. And I see this package coming out the window of the plane, and they dropped it. So anyways, I wanted to show you. This is the air mail that they sent us. So it's just a simple cardboard box with some broken styrofoam, and in it they had a little shirt for Emma, and they also sent out some baked goods from a local bakery in Talkeetna. And I have done a number on them, yeah, that's about it. Zac and Alyssa have been gone for, let's see, they left on snow machines on Sunday, so that'd be two days ago, and they're heading on vacation. Currently, I'm fixing up the Bravo. I've already fixed up the Scandic, so I'm gonna head out to my shop and continue to get that one done. So it has snowed probably 10 to 12 inches over the last maybe 5 days. The snow, when it did snow, was wet and heavy. It was right around 32 degrees, 33 at times. So last night before it got cold, I knew it was gonna get cold watching the forecast. I took the snow machine around with a heavy trailer behind it and packed all these trails. As you can see, we've got an intricate trail system around here at the lodge. Zac may have showed you some of it, but we like to keep it nice and groomed, and that's what I'm gonna do this morning. I'm gonna take the groomer and drag these trails, and it makes it nice and smooth like a sidewalk. If you look at the edge of the trail right here, if you step off, you'd probably go up to your knee, but as you can see as I'm walking, Howie and I are staying right on top of the snow because we've continually packed it. Every time it snows, we pack. And this is the little shelf that Zac has talked about. You can see this little alleyway right here from the woodshed, and we keep this alleyway cleared out for when we have to clear the snow off of the roof. And then that way we throw it into this alley, use the four-wheeler plow, and plow it right over this edge here. And you can see, bam, I can stand right out on the, yep, there's a soft spot right there. And I just got some snow in my crock. So we'll go on the deck and clean that out later. Okay, now that I've got the snow cleaned out of my fancy wintertime shoe here, I'm gonna get the snow machine uncovered. This is our workhorse. We have a few machines out here, and this one in particular is the one that we've used to haul all the material up here for our cabin. We haul all the heavy propane tanks, anything heavy. You can see this drag right here. I have designed that, redesigned it several times, you know, fixed it and all that. It's just made out of lumber and a couple of metal edges, angle iron and a flat piece of iron for the cutting blade there. It essentially just drags any snow from the high spots and puts it into the low spots and smooths it out nicely. It's very simple, kind of a crude model, but it works really well for us. So I'm gonna get to that.
What are you doing? Are you having some tummy time? Sleepy.